Emily, you have done beautifully this Spark Notes in alternating current. Have you followed our template and is it as per our Spark Notes content? Yes, sir. Okay, so can you explain all these things? The first one is topic tree with mnemonics, sir. Okay. It includes all the main topics in the chapter, not the subdivisions. Sure. And a mnemonic with each of the starting letter. Okay. So what is the use of this mnemonic? We can easily remember the remember. So that is just like a hypertext or a web address or email address. You just by calling that one, you can grab the entire content. Okay, right. Then terms, definitions, and symbol. In physics, we usually have more terms, definitions, and symbols. So you have completely compiled everything. Everything. Okay. So word search is a game. Yes, sir. Okay. So you have done it. Did you enjoy that one? Okay. What about this crossword puzzle? What is the use of word search and crossword puzzle? Crossword puzzle, we can just revise all the definitions. Yes. So that would be very useful and it's a kind of assessment for terms and definition. And what about this word search? It is a brain activity. It is not only a brain activity, it familiarizes the terms, first of all. So before plunging into any topic, that is, you should be aware of the basic terms here. And just knowing the terms will be sufficient for you? No. You should know the definition for each term. So for which the crossword puzzle will be very useful activity. So these are all interactivity. Okay. So you have done it. You have done it online. Okay. Good, very good. And what about this data? Data, equations, and formulas. Usually, equations will be more for chemistry. Formulas, units will be more for physics, and data will be useful for mathematics. Mathematics and data is also used for everywhere. Data means a collection of some numbers. Okay, so that it should be useful. For example, in the case of you should know the constant, like Avogadro's number. What is the constant? That is the data. Is it not a gas constant? So you should know the value along with its SI units. Okay. So I think you have compiled beautifully in this book. Okay. Concept map includes all the subdivisions and formulas and the small concept behind every topic, sir. So you have completely mapped like a mind map. Basically the brief topic tree of the chapter. Yes, cool. So instead of reading linearly like this, we can go radial. So that is a kind of that is the approach we have done here. Concept map will be very useful for us because it's a kind of one-page document. So based on which we can easily explain and narrate and describe. Even the descriptive one can be easily analyzed, and you will be able to score full marks. That is 100%. It's not the question of scoring 100% in a particular subject, but in each question you should be able to get 100%. It means if it is a 3 marks question, you must be able to get 3 out of 3. So likewise, each question you have to score 10%, so that ultimately you will be able to get 10%. Okay, see, for example, you cannot swallow an elephant in a single bite, but you can start from the tail piece. Okay, so likewise, when you approach a 3 marks question, if you are able to get the 3 out of 3, you have achieved 100%. Only thing is there will be 30 questions or 40 questions. In all these questions, you should be able to get 3 out of 3 or 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5. And if it is a 1 mark question, you should be able to get 1 mark. Usually we will get full marks in 1 mark questions because it is all, after they are all knowledge based questions. Okay, but in the case of a problem solving questions, sometimes you will be scoring only part mark. Why? Because you are not completed and you will not brought the correct answer ultimately. Sometimes you will miss the steps. Sometimes you will miss the unit. So when you include all, then you will be able to get full marks in problem. So it is very easy to score full marks in problems and derivations. Am I right? But the most unfortunate thing is if there is any descriptive question, you are struggling to score. If it is 5 marks question, 5 out of 5, they will not give. Why they are not giving? Because you would have missed some points. So in that case, this concept map will be very useful. How to develop the concept map? You have to you go through the paragraph, go through the descriptions in the given text, and list out all the points. Do not leave any point. So when the paragraph, when a particular paragraph about, for example, catalysis means you have got say about 7 points means if you are able to reproduce all these 7 points, you will definitely score 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5. Okay, so your teacher cannot reduce the marks simply for the reason that there is a grammar mistake, something like that. If the points are correct, they will definitely give as well as science subjects are concerned. But meanwhile, you have to improve your language also. Okay, right. Then I hope now you should understand the importance of concept map. Okay, it is useful for understanding the concept, memorizing the points involved. Okay, so it has got variety of application, this concept. So concept, drawing concept map, preparing concept map is a technique. And this collection of concept map that leads to what? Sketch note. So the entire topic can be brought in a single page as a one page cheat sheet or doc. Okay, and that acts as the summary of the entire thing. Then diagram infographics. So I think you have missed it here. You have to include. Then derivations also, because the derivations are very, very important for solving the problems also in physics. Then MCQ. Okay. Then example problems and exercise problems are the main. Yeah, so we have got the in-text problem as well as exercise problem. How to approach the exercise and the in-text problems? We can have MPM, and not only that, you should go concept wise. For example, in the case of alcohols, we were discussing about the preparation of primary alcohol. So, if it is preparation of primary alcohol, definitely you should be able to attend the in-text questions based on preparation of alcohol. Immediately, you have to go to exercise and identify which are the questions asked under preparation of alcohol. But you generally have the habit of what, that is attempting the exercise question. First of all, you simply ignore the exercise questions. Anyway, if you attend the exercise questions, you have the habit of attending the exercise question after completing the entire lesson. That is a wrong approach. You understand? What we are supposed to do? As and when you complete the concept, okay, you had to select the particular concept where you are sound so that you can easily remember. So there are two ways of remembering things, memorizing things. How? By repetition, that is one. Purposely, you have to repeat it, practice it. And second is by solving problems related to that particular math. Thereby, you will have some frequency of contact with the concept. For example, we were discussing about alcohol and we discussed about the three types of preparation of alcohol. And since we have done all the exercise problems and the example problems, now we have made the frequency of contacts with those concepts. So that, see, what do you mean by remembrance? What do you mean by memory? Is a question of how frequently you have contacted the particular subject, a particular concept. So the frequency of contacts that builds up the memory. So likewise, for example, your mother, she knows very well where she has kept the coffee powder and the sugar, etc. But when your father or you attempts to say that is cook or prepare coffee, you will be searching for coffee powder. Say where you have kept where you have kept the sugar, but your mother she knows. She will not put any label there. Without a label, she can easily identify. Why? That is the familiarity of the things, materials, concepts. Likewise. So familiarity is nothing but frequency. We have studied the frequency under AC also. Okay, so how many times you are rounding that one? Is that no? So theta to theta by t, that is nothing but angular frequency. Likewise, so how many times you are rounding that particular concept? So likewise, you have to develop the frequency. Okay, good, very good. Next one. Next one, sketch note summary, sir. Summary. So I think this is a collection of concept maps. Okay, then sentence cyclic test. So once you have completed all these 11 stages, now you should come towards me and demands your question. And why I put this sentence cyclic unit test? Because you should get the center within 3 levels. Our objective is to get center in the first level itself. But I know that is it would be difficult. So I allow up to 3 levels. Okay. At least in the second level, you should be able to. Most of the students, our students, they get in the second level. So in the second level, I give the solution. You go through that, and you can easily get it. So and you should be able to click the, I mean, crack the mock test also. We have got the questions. Why don't you use it? You can use it. Whether you go to IIT or JEE or NEET, forget about it. But that familiarizes the topic. Okay, it will be challenging. So once you have come up to this challenge, and you can take up this challenge also. Okay, and finally, you should give the credits to the authors concerned, where from you are taken, and this should be useful to others also. Okay, so likewise, you have done it, and you can show it to me the complete thing. If you take like this, nobody will see. Mm. So the first one is topic three mnemonics. This is the whole topic three with the mnemonic at its time. It is AR, A cube, APT. What do you mean by that? Sir, it is so that is the simple way of memorizing. For AC voltage applied to a resistor, representation of AC current and voltage by rotating vectors. And this is triple A, sir. AC voltage applied to an inductor, capacitor, and LCR circuit. Okay, very good. And P represents power in AC circuit, that is power factor, super. Transformers. Next one. Next, this is all units and the derivations and definitions, formulas. We have this key for one question. So you are taking the complete notes also. Yes. And have you drawn the concept map? Very good. So you have done the concept map. All eight topic three has their. So you have included the particular, I mean, diagrams, equations, everything. Okay. Then. And the units definitions. Very good. And here also. Differences. Okay. This is the notes I've taken from your page. Seems you have very effectively utilized my videos here. Am I right? Yes, sir. Good, good. So have you given any credits to me? Yes, sir, at the back, at the reference. Have you put my reference? Where you have kept the reference? Kept the reference SciTech alternating current playlist. I don't find any of my name here. Sir, SciTech represents. Oh, SciTech means myself. Okay. So you can give the YouTube link also, so that it should be useful to others. Even in future, that is, they may be that is very much interested. So this is a alternating, alternating. Especially for masters like me, definitely we can easily identify the We also know it is a mistake, sir, but I will leave it to you. Okay. So whether you are checking me whether I'm not able to find out the mistake or not. Okay, right, very good and well done. Taking this. So you have to prepare such notes for all chapters. Okay, so what do you call this? Chapter wise smart notes. Smart money taking on there. Okay, very good. Well done.